TVC News, first with breaking news.
You remember what the late First Chancellor of Germany, Otto von Bismarck, said about politics? It is not an exact science. Theorists have let it be known that politics is a behavioral science. The national chairman of the Labour Party, Mr. Julius Abure, has rejected the meeting of the party convened by Abia State Governor, Dr. Alex Otti. In a statement issued at Abuja on Thursday, a chieftain of the party, Abure Ifo, the party said that Governor Otti and others who converged at Umuahia for the supposed meeting have no power within the party's constitution, the Electoral Act, and the 1999 Constitution as amended to convene a meeting. In fact, an expanded stakeholders meeting is not known to the constitution of the party, he said. Of a truth, the teething troubles of the Labour Party are far from over. Now let's share the story again by our news anchor, Nnenna Gabriel. Let's go there.
Recently, the Labour Party has had existential problems. This meeting is convened to solve these problems, as well as chart a way forward for the party. The Labour Party has known no rest after the general election. Some members, even during the elections, claimed ownership and headed to the courts, causing the party and its supporters to remain confused. But to settle all the issues, the Labour Party stakeholders, led by the only governor flying the party's flag, Alex Otti, and their presidential candidate, Peter Obi, the vice presidential candidate, Dati Baba Ahmed, are gathered to see how fences can be mended.
And I want to assure you and reassure you that my intervention in hosting this meeting today is to solve the problem which you all know.
We're not trying to set up another leadership. No, we're not trying to do this. It's just a system that will help to get to where we're going. That's what we want to do. Not another group that can become a problem for everybody, but a group that will solve the problem.
The leadership resolved to set up a 29-member committee to be chaired by former Minister of Finance, Nenadi Osman. She is saddled with the responsibility of repositioning the party for the forthcoming off-cycle elections. All the stakeholders are optimistic that this action is a positive development and will help in building the party to an enviable position.
We have to put hands together to make sure that we put back our party in its rightful position.
The party also resolved to encourage members to withdraw all pending litigations against the party.
My name is Nigeria. I believe in Nigeria. And when people say, "My Nigeria don't approve to us," I said, well, it's we that allow everything to happen. People, the followers of LP, should take ownership of the party.
In the 29-member committee have 3 members each from Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, 3 senators, 4 House of Representatives members, among others. However, absent from the meeting were the party chairman, Julius Abure, his deputy, Lamidi Apapa, and others in their camps. The stakeholders say they are committed to building a stronger and better Labour Party and solving its problems. Nnenna Gabriel, TVC News, Umuahia.
Many thanks, Nnenna. Charles, honest, after listening to the report, I cannot but agree that politics is not an exact science.
I agree with you. But this, I think, you may be shocked for me you may be shocked if I say that I've gone through certain reports, and also I also have to dig into a certain session of the Labour Party constitution.
Yeah.
I think I personally support Abure in this. I will tell you why. Even beyond nomenclature. For instance, I think if you look at sections 11 and 12 of the LP constitution, there's no such nomenclature as expanded stakeholders meeting. And there's also nowhere a sitting governor of the party can call a meeting that has national outlook, because he is the leader of the party on the state level, at the state level I met. But you can't be the leader of a party at the state level. You're not calling a party that has to bring all national, whatever stakeholders together. That's where Abure is talking about. Now, the party has about 12 organs, okay? 12 organs that's the LP. The 12 organs are, I think, national, I'm trying to look at their names now. You have the, okay, good, I think I have it here. National Executive Council, you have the National Working Committee, you have the Board of Trustees, and then you have state congresses. All these 4 organs at the national level are also replicated both at the state level and the local government, making it 12. Now, there are ways that I've spelled out how meetings should be convened, who should convene meetings. So for me, if OT has said he wanted to host them, maybe to bring about rapprochement to the party, because the party right now is in need of political vaccine in order to keep it alive. But we need opposition, no doubt. But for the fact that you want to harmonize or rescue a party from self-destruct doesn't mean you have to go what is against the constitution that the affairs of the party. As I said, Section 11 or Section 12 of the Nigerian Labour Party constitution has no room for expanded stakeholder meeting. Only the meeting that they can hold at the National Executive Council meeting, National Working Committee, the BOT meeting, and then the state executive. Those are the meetings, and there are spelled out guidelines on how to, call for those meetings and who should do that. So I think that OT should have used another method to say, okay, I want to host them being another of the party. So that's why I said I support Abure in this.
BKO, from the story, I think I read something like a 29-member committee will be set up to try to save the internal wranglings in the party. So isn't it too early in the day for the LP that brought a lot of promise to be experiencing these teething problems?
You know, Labour Party in many ways is not different to the political parties that we've had.
See.
Who are the people in Labour Party?
Same people.
Former members of the PDP, former members of APC, you know? And that's why when some people thought that Labour Party, that the members or their elected representatives came from the moon. We saw what happened when they were told to not take those SUVs at the National Assembly.
Okay.
They told Abure that I was talking nonsense, that this is their vehicle, they will take it. Not one member of the Labour Party in the National Assembly rejected his own.
Okay.
So what are we talking about?
If only to make
these are people. They used to be in. They just for a lot of them, you know, the nature of politics in our country is biological. Today you can see somebody who is extremely conservative finding himself in APC, and that person will call himself, "Oh, I've joined a progressive party." How?
Yeah.
How? You know,
are you yourself progressive?
What the point, which by nature, all of those parties are not really different ideologically to themselves.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves here. So, Abure has been struggling now for over a year to keep his position. He's accused of corruption. He's accused of forgery, all kinds of crimes. He's been blamed for committing all kinds of crimes. Now, he's battling to keep his position. Elements from Labour, that's NLC, they are desperate to hijack the party. They even went as far as picketing the premises of the Labour Party headquarters.
Exactly.
You know? Now, the obedience, those loyal to Peter Obi, They see themselves as constituting the majority of members of the party. They also want to take control of the party. The convention, the national convention that I held.
Talking at the party from all sides.
Yes, everyone is like a buffet. People bring big plates. When you go to a buffet, they fill their plates. They show their grit. Everyone, Abure is struggling now to retain control. And the way things are going, they are going to eventually take that party from him. Because with the governor coming out, the governor had earlier announced that he will convene this meeting. Abure said, no, you cannot do it. Anybody who tries to do that, they are going to, the party will subject that person to discipline and all that. That has not happened. Abure is saying that the person who is to head the the caretaker committee of the party, Esther Nenadi Usman, former Minister of Finance, during the Obasanjo regime, is not even a registered member of the Labour Party. So what Labour is doing, let me tell Nigerians what Labour is trying to do. Labour is trying to organize a national convention. They do not believe in the national convention that Abure organized the other day, which the INEC didn't even attend. So they are they want to organize a new national convention and make the party have a much more national outlook, with Hausa, Fulani people holding positions. I mean, just spreading positions across the length and breadth of our country, so that when 2027 politics begins
to gain,
people can now see them as an alternative to the PDP, because they know that PDP is still there, but they are trying to see that in the grand scheme of things, when they start discussing, then the North can see it as an alternative. This is the grand plan. Abure, they will eventually dislodge Abure from the party headquarters. I know that this will be the next plan. Abure will go to court. The courts may support him, but it takes time before judgment is delivered. And during that time, you ask, for how long? The biggest problem he faces now is the fact that Obi, who used to support him, has now gone to join these people. With Peter Obi joining them, Abure is like fish out of water. His days are numbered.
All right.
And I suspect that Obi will be able to convince him that, look, gentlemen, this thing, enough of this wahala now. Let's just do this in the interest of the party.